Welcome back to part 17. This time I'm going to build a fence at the back garden and the gate. Fencing material has arrived. Terrace rails, 8-foot long concrete mortise posts, and 100 boards, 6-inch boards, 6-inch by 6 foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set one post there. I can't go too close to them, I'll have to fill that in with timber. So one post there, then clear out about 4 to 6 inches deep, put a bit of lean mixed concrete there as a footing, and then run a couple courses of brick, that brick over there, and then run a fence feather edge from the bricks onwards. So one post is there, another one will be somewhere here, another one somewhere there, and one in a corner, and then one just on the right hand side of this inspection chamber here. That's going to be shortest run there, and then we're going to have like a double gate to get from the alleyway into the back garden. So fence is going to go along that path to there, and then across to here. It's simple to do, but on this sun, as you can see, it's a wet job. And here it is, couple hours of work after work, and we got that run done. So here I'm gonna bolt 4x4 post through these holes and then use the brackets to do this run into that post there, so it follows the edge of the concrete. Where it is, there you go. So you can see that edge there, it's gonna go somewhere here onto the post. Then I'm gonna have need to finish this little footing, and then a couple courses of brick, and then 6-foot boards on top of that, and then a little gate here between the corner of the house and the first post. So bolt 4x2 here on this side, so we have so I got something to hinge the gate off, same as here. That is yet to come. Following afternoon, I almost forgot to actually record this. Well, I forgot, remembered now. Fix this post on. Oh, first finish the brickwork, same as I did the rest of it. Then fix this post on. I chamfer the top so water doesn't sit on, and I lifted it off the brickwork for about an inch. So when this gets wet, it doesn't draw the water up the bottom of the post. And 12 bolts all the way through, tightened up. Then Irish rail brackets, zinc plated. And once you put Irish rail in, you wind one nail into the post to secure it there, and then from this side you just put nail in every hole, and this side here goes into the mortise. we got post for the gate there, and one on this side. Use frame fixings. Went straight in the brickwork. Again, chamfer the top so water doesn't sit. And it's off the floor. It's about a couple of inches off the floor. Good. Now it's all ready. I can start with boards. So many of them. I like to keep my boards off the floor, flush with the top of the post. So that is, as you can see, it's got a bit of gap there, so it doesn't draw the water. Then I will put one on one side. I would fix the one on the other side. Then I would ping a bricky line between them two, and I can bring all the tops in line. And the reason I want to keep them above, because I realize in past, and many people still don't, is this. Nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with it. Look at the bottoms.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them.
So one panel is almost done. Now, when you look at the boards, they are feather edge. So one side is thicker, one side is thinner. So on this panel here, the thin sides are on the left, so thicker sides are here on the right. The end one, it's other way around. The thick side is on the end and thin side is here. So as I'm finishing, I go thin side against thin side. So I'm going to finish that with one last board like that, and that's the only board that gets 2 nails. All other boards get only 1 nail, about 3/4 inch from the edge. So that 1 nail fixes the top board and one behind into Aris. So that nail fixes this board and one behind. Never put nail in the middle. I seen that as well. What happens is the boards curl up and all these gaps open up on here. Never do that. Always put nail on the
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
And here it is. Hello, we're back at our bungalow. Cleared up a little bit, cleared the mess, and yeah, broke up that big asbestos tank. Obviously mask on, wet it down, that was yesterday, sprayed it on plenty of water and then just smashed it up with sledgehammer. Right, now I'm going to build gate, or rather say pair of gates. Might even do the master gate is going to be on that side, might even do that one slightly larger and the slave gate smaller. Reason for having master gate on this side is because I need to retain the small gate fixed on top and bottom. Bottom I can use a bolt in the concrete. Top I would struggle to fix it on that side there. Here I can put some cross brace either in the middle or upper high across to the edge of the gate from the wall, and that will retain top corner to be nice and rigid. And then have a master gate here to open inwards. It will be able to swing all the way around and then hook back to that fence panel. I'm thinking of just building a very simple gate, no joinery involved, just all screwed together, and boarded up with this feather edge board. Yeah, so let's get on. In this case I opted out for ring latch or rosette latch. It's quite standard typical gate latch. This section will go outside, this section on inside. I'll have to drill a hole for the spindle, so I'll have to determine position of this rosette, keeping in mind all the screws. I'll probably go there, right in the middle of this joint here. That's where we missed the screws. Keep me back enough inside. I'm going to use 16mm older bit. Put a spindle in. It's quite tight. It's quite crude fitment. good. Now, this is the section that many people get wrong. Many. Not all people, there are people doing it right, but many people do it wrong. It's installation of these two. You first have to install guide on a way that is close to the edge of the gate, flush, I would say, and to keep lever level. That's the first. Second is this one. All you need is that height. You don't want to install it too high, because what happens, the bar will hit this flat bit here. You really want the bar to hit this angled bit here on the top, so when it hits, it lifts the bar over. And to achieve that is you need to get that keep closest to edge on the post or slave door, and just about to latch. Just about to latch. Now, by doing that, gate will latch by itself. If you keep this further that way and this keep further that way, further apart, there will be more flex on this blade and it will not latch nice. Really, them two need to be as close as possible. The rosette has to be as far as you can away from the edge of the door. There you go. All we need to do now is fix the external part of the rosette. Again, it's a tight fitment, as you can see. So I'm going to put the rosette on and measure how far away it sits from the gate. It sits 18 millimeters. So if I cut 19 millimeters off this bolt, it will definitely go back to it. I'll cut it there.